Welcome to Barbie Travels. We are here today with part 3 of the survivors of the Epstein Files at Big Mama Flossie and Virgil's home. Virgil, I'm telling you, I am just so stressed out over this. Now, I get it. I totally get it. Now, there have been some updates that Orange has finally signed the bill to release the Epstein Files. Yes, but there's some catches to that. Yes, exactly. So they're trying to adapt some things to protect the victims, but I think they're trying to protect also the perpetrators, the predators as well. But this is a start, but we're going to see what it all turns out to be. Yeah, we all know there's something up his sleeve. There's something crooked about it. Exactly. But here we go. Me and Virgil was in the bed this morning looking at this, so we videotaped this. Now here's dedicated to the victims.
And this one is from Annie Farmer, one of the survivors.
Yes.
According to the FBI, what Epstein and Maxwell did to both of us. They hung up on the phone on her, and there was no follow-up of any kind. Bill Clinton was president.
Wow.
In 2006, the FBI came to us, finally interviewed us, and asked us both to be witnesses against Epstein. We were very anxious, but we agreed. And then we didn't hear back from them, due to their infamous sweetheart deal. George W. Bush was president. In 2015, when the DOJ was sent a FOIA request for Maria's FBI files, and they were denied, as they have been many times, Barack Obama was president.
Oh,
In 2019, when Epstein died in prison due to either negligence or foul play, Donald Trump was president.
On his first
In
watch.
2023, Maria's attorneys sent a letter on her behalf to the government, requesting an investigation into the repeated law enforcement failures in this case, similar to what was done in the case of Larry Nassar. They declined to do so. Consequently, my sister filed notice that she would be suing the government for failing to uphold its legal, ethical, and moral duties in this case. Joe Biden was president.
Wow.
This year, after campaigning on a pledge to finally release the files, under Trump's second presidency, the DOJ announced they were closing the investigation into Epstein's
That part really.
and then transferred Ghislaine Maxwell into a prison camp, where it's well documented that she's receiving special treatment.
Exactly. Prison club.
This is not an issue of a few corrupt Democrats or a few corrupt Republicans.
Now, that
This
is
is a
true.
case of institutional betrayal. Because these crimes were not properly investigated, so many more girls and women were harmed. My sister, because of her bravery, was repeatedly threatened and lived in fear
Yeah, it
with dire
is.
consequences for her health and her career. 30 years later, even as oceans of allegations and obvious truths have emerged, the government has still not chosen transparency. This is why we have all come together as one united voice to demand the release of all the Epstein files.
Yeah,
and
release them
finally
all.
bring the truth out of
All
the
the five.
Okay, pause that, Virgil. You know, okay, so apparently these files have been requested since Bush was president. And it went through Clinton, and it went through Obama, it went through Biden, and they never actually investigated, took the time to investigate. Okay, our bad. Okay, that's bad. But this president here, this is his second term, okay? And he actually got these files before and didn't release them then. Okay, he used it as a campaign technique to say, "Oh, we're going to release the Epstein's files." You sure did. Now, what I'm going to say is, why did he release them on day one when he was signing all them declarations and bills and stuff that came on his desk on day one? Yep, when he brought that desk out to the front yard lawn. Yeah, exactly. And he did not have that in there for the Epstein files. Okay, so let's go move forward. They did drop the ball, okay? But this president, this orange right here, I'ma tell you, he's all in them pictures. He's smiling. He been in a few shots, videos with Epstein. They having a good old time looking at girls and woohooing and all this other stuff. What I got to say is that is not cool, because that shows exactly where his mind and intentions was at. Now, let's take a little step further, okay? Ghislaine Maxwell, she's in a prison, and they had her moved to a Texas nicer prison that has less security and all this other stuff. And she up there walking around the grounds, and like she's at Club Fed. Yes, exactly. So the whole thing about that is they had sent the DOJ lawyer out to go interview her, okay, and made a deal with her. And then she, of course, said nice things about Orange, of course. And then they transferred her suspiciously within that week to another prison that is less security and nicer, okay? Do you guys think that's fair for those victims that are speaking here on these videos? No, that's not. That's just a cover up, okay? And then he's thinking about pardoning her. Okay, come on, really? Okay, he is guilty, everybody. That is straight up cover up. It sure is. So what I'm going to say is we ain't stupid. Open your eyes. Make sure you pay attention to what's going on around you. If you are ever a victim or you being victimized at a job or anything that's similar to trafficking or stuff like that, tell somebody. Tell somebody. Somebody's going to listen to you. Get a lawyer. Whatever it is, we are standing with you, everybody. This is the Me Too moment. We're going to stand up and rise and speak up and stand up to all them predators. That's right. So I'm going to say right now, we're going to end this segment. If you like what we are talking about here in our content, make sure you follow us on our YouTube channel because we have a lot more that is coming soon. We would like to thank Philly Smile for joining our Barbie Dog Travels crew.
Welcome to the family. We have a lot room for more. We will see you guys soon. Stay tuned for part 4.